laptops, one is not sufficient. And then actually was thinking about speaking about a bit more technical. But again, how many people are technical? Okay, it's going to be semi-technical. So you see me, can you do it at full screen, please? So yeah, I'm going to tell you the story about Cory, which is our employee of the month for, I don't know, about 5 or 6 consecutive months. But before that, I'm going to give you a few words about me. My name is Martin, I'm an engineer, I'm trying to be a business guy. Sometimes it's happening, sometimes it's not that much. You may know me as the guitarist from Kuvandzhiev band with Grok. I don't know why people, after achieving so many different things, know me for this, but it happens. And also I'm the founder and CEO of Encorp, so if you need AI agents, automations, you call me. Then I can send you to Yavor for some of the marketing stuff. So yeah, let me tell you a story. I enjoy telling stories. So, I founded the company back in 2019 and we've been having issues. First of all, finding the right sales, it's extremely hard task. How many of you have found the right salespeople in your company? Okay, I see only 1, 2, okay, good. Yeah, I know the salesperson, so yeah, he's raising the hand for himself. Good job. Good selling. So then I got problems finding the right marketing people. I don't know, I could find maybe like 4 or 5 agencies for just 2 years, and it was just like a complete money pit. Then I got some growth limitations because I was seeking for being like lean as a company and growing steadily, but I don't have so much money like some other well-funded companies like Juma do. And then I got really high HR costs, which is also happening to the companies. So, we got some new team members back in 2025. I'm going to give you a brief intros about them. So we're going to start with Chavdar, who is our expert SEO analyst, and he's making amazing content. If you go to Encorp's website, you can see his work. So he has 10 years of experience, works hard all the time, follows all the news sources at all times. He's doing a really good job. It increased our traffic by 15 times in just 2 months. I believe that right now we're like 400x on the traffic which is coming from Google. Then we're going to Grok, who is our expert translator. He masters plenty of languages, speaks fluently at least 7, maybe even more. I don't know, more than 3 languages almost. So yeah. Then we're going to Cory, who is the master of marketing. If you have seen any kind of social media campaigns, if somebody is scanning my code, which is going to be at the end of the presentations, they're going to start seeing some of the work that Cory did in the past 3 or 4 months. Then we have Desi, who is the sales Jedi. She's finding leads really fast, she's making meetings, she's sending emails, just like amazing job. And then we're having Claude, who is the one that is writing the code. If something is broken on our website, you can send an email, Claude is going to take a look. She's writing plenty of good code there. And we're ending with Philip. If you have seen some of the images that we're having on social media or some of the rest of the places, that's work by Philip. So we have that amazing team, which is written in Cyrillic. If somebody's watching the video after that, they're going to translate it for them. You can see them, really cool people, but are they really people? So you see, we have ChatGPT, we have Grok, we have Gemini, we have DeepSeek, we have Claude, we have Flux. These are one of the best platforms that are available right now for being used in your company. And by the way, all of them are free. So you can start using them like even today if you haven't done that already. So the monthly cost, if I had all these people, like real people in my team, that would have been, I don't know, around 15,000 or okay, maybe 12,000 euros. But my monthly cost was $320 for maintaining all these operations. And guess what? So you have a very good team, these agents are doing the job, So what else can you do? Any ideas? Okay, no ideas? I fired all of them. Do you know why? Okay, now we have silence here.
Too expensive.
Because we have Cory. So who is Cory? Cory is actually our expert in everything AI agent that is built entirely with NA10. I'm going to give you some demos in a bit. So she works 24/7. She executes all my instructions. By the way, any similarities with the real Kirana from Kirana and the astronauts, it's intentional. So yeah, she executes all my instructions really well. And also she keeps me in sync with my priorities and pushes me to perform. If you are founders of businesses, you know that somebody on the CEO needs a CEO above them. So she's doing that for me pretty well. So, let me show you Cory. Actually, she operates entirely in Telegram. And I can, okay, do you see, I'm going to be reading. So, some of the things that I've been asking is who is the guy from my team who has most work hours in the last month, and then which are the average work hours for the previous months. Today I got some tasks which are done in ClickUp. Let me do something. I'm going to say create an offer for AI automations for a company called Juma. So right now Cory is going to go to my documentation. She's going to find the templates that I'm using for the offerings that I'm doing. She's going to create the offer, and hopefully, if everything works fine, I'm going to receive the offer here in the chat. Do you know how much time it was taking for me to make an offer? It was like 10 to 15 minutes, and at some point we have been doing like more than 20 offers a week, which was great. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's, by the way, not some Indian guy that is doing this for me. So here we have the AI development proposal. And if I want to send it to somebody in an email, I'm just telling Cory, okay, send it over to email for me. We have many functionalities which are operating in Cory. I'm going to give you some of them and show you how it works. So what's under the hood? I don't know, it should be under the skirt maybe. I don't know how it should be called, but it is like a bit more complex NA10 workflow. So first of all, I'm using Telegram as a way to communicate with Cory. Why am I using Telegram? Because for me, it is one of the easiest platforms to integrate with. I have tried it using a WhatsApp, I did a Viber bot at some point, but Telegram right now works best for me. Slack, it is fine, but Slack has some problems with notifications, at least for me, so I'm not using it that much. Telegram works best, and also I keep it at all times open, and also the notifications from it are coming to my phone at all times. I have made an exception for this. So, how do I communicate with Cory? I can send her a voice message, I can send her a video message, I can send her a photo, I can send her just a standard, traditional message. She's not operating with pigeon carried message, but maybe someday it's going to happen as well. And when the message gets to Cory, you can see that I have plenty of support flows which are happening in NA10. Do you see well? Okay? Okay, cool. So I'm going to increase a bit. So here you can see that I'm using chat models, and I have many different support flows. You can imagine them like a different agent or program that Cory can operate with. So these are the functionalities. Some of them she can check different companies, get information from internet. When we have like a new client which is coming to the company, or just a new lead. I want to know how much money is this company making, how many employees does the company have, and if they're active and what they're doing. So all this is done from Cory before the meeting. She can search in the internet, download files, send emails, create LinkedIn posts, create client offers. She can communicate with HubSpot. She has information about all our deals. So there's one really nice functionality. Actually, Cory has access to all the meetings that I'm making. So she listens to the meetings, she has a transcript of these meetings, and if I have a question, okay, I saw, let's say, Alex in the fitness a few days ago, and we after that got a meeting, which was recorded, and I asked, okay, what was the topic of the meeting? And she's going to tell me, yes, you have spoken with Alex about this, and the follow-up is like this. So that's really useful for people who are having many different meetings like me. She keeps my tasks in check, so if I have like a new task, I'm just asking Cory to operate it. She has access to our BI, so if I need like any kind of status report, any information about the company to find if we're losing any money on software, etc., she's doing it exactly the same way. And also, she has many other tools which are helping me just do my job. Because at the end of the day, if you need a person to be doing all this and to be responding to you in 30 seconds, that's almost impossible. I used to have a personal assistant. She was not operating that way. So, the coolest actually stuff that's coming, I have a daily brief every single morning by Cory. And she is telling me what I'm doing during the day, what I should do, what's my agenda. Here hopefully you can see, but this was my agenda for the day. You can see all my meetings. If I have any kind of problems, overlaps, or anything else that may happen, this is going to be marked here so I can reschedule if needed. Then I have the website information. So she's tracking if I have any anomalies on the website, things which are happening. And I have all the AI news. Actually, some people even from here are asking me, how do I know all the important AI news every single day? That is because of Cory. She's doing all this for me, tracking and displaying them. And I have some morning motivation, because I need to be motivated at the end of the day for doing stuff. So she's telling me what are the things that I could do during the day. And by the way, I have all this information also as a voice, because sometimes when I'm driving, after I wake up, I need to go somewhere, I'm listening to this morning report in the car, which is really useful. If you ask me how do I generate the audio, actually that's happening again through anything, through another workflow. I'm just saying, okay, generate that audio from the morning brief and send it over to me. What's the strategy when you're implementing this kind of super agent? Because this took me some time to even know how to make it work that well. First of all, know your tools. Anything has more than 500 right now, different integrations that they support, maybe a few thousand at least, maybe tens of thousands actually, of operations that you may execute. So first of all, go there, try different things, try different softwares, different integrations that they're having, so you can achieve your result. Keep in mind that some of these are going to work out, and they're going to work out of the box. The other stuff, you're going to have to know your stack in order to get your results down. The thing that I'm doing is actually, when I create a new workflow, I'm doing smaller implementations, smaller agents, I'm testing them well, and then I'm adding them to the big agent, to Cory. Then we have the inputs. Sometimes you need to pass inputs to the different agents that you're communicating. For example, for a LinkedIn post, you can see that I have like topic, additional details, and language. This kind of inputs, it is going to be really well to be simple, not to be like 15 different inputs. Keep them up to 5. Then the other strategy that I'm doing, I have a main agent. Keep in mind that the core, like the heart of Cory, that's the manager that is managing another set of agents. So how does it operate? For example, if I want for Cory to create a new task for me, I'm just asking them for Cory to do it, and then she is calling a sub-agent that is going to create a task for me. Because when there are too many instruments added to a single agent, then you're going to have a problem. So that's why I'm limiting the number of operations that a single agent can execute. And it is happening like in a company. So in your company, if you have a problem, then you're going to a team member and ask them, okay, can you solve this problem for me? Because I don't have time to do it right now. It is exactly the same thing with the agents and sub-agent workflows which are happening. It's all about management. And the last thing, do you want to see my system prompt of Cory? Okay. It is simple. What does it mean simple? And that way you're going to see it. Your name, Kirana Boteva, but people call you Cory. You're the business assistant of Encorp AI, and Martin Kuvandzhiev is your manager. Only specific people in the company will have access to your functionalities, and you should follow carefully their instructions. You're a very positive and energetic AI agent which has a nice and smooth sense of humor when you're responding to Martin, only to me. For the other, she's professional. But are extremely professional when you're communicating with Encorp's clients. Our company is developing and implementing AI agents and automations. We also have a team for software development which is focused on fintech and banking. Other conditions when you're creating a contract to Bulgarian entity, write all the data in Cyrillic. See, it is simple. It's not like a huge prompt as on the other specialized agents that we're developing. It is something extremely basic. Go ahead. Oh, I have typo for the first time. At least it is shown that it's not written by an AI. And here you can see that in the user command I'm just having my message, which is coming from Telegram, and then in the extra Telegram information, it is showing if it has been like a photo, an audio, or whatever I'm sending, so that metadata is important. Excuse me?
Is it
So the question is, which LLMs are we using? Actually, it's a mix of them. Right now, I believe that I'm using ChatGPT 5.3, but I'm going to tell you for sure. Oh, it's even 5.1. So yeah, we're using OpenAI for the main brain of Cory. And then when we're creating social media content, it is Grok. Right now it's working best for this. For the tasks agent, we're using ChatGPT 4.0. And for the BI operations, we're using Claude. So different chat providers and LLMs, they have different functionalities. Not exactly functionalities, but specialities. When it is like data management, Claude for me are the best. When it's translation, I'm going for Google. When it's social media posting, I'm going for Grok. So based on what we want to achieve, we're selecting the best one. Go ahead. DeepSeek is quite okay, but they're lagging right now from the competitors. And also they're extremely slow. Like sometimes I see it when I type a request to DeepSeek, it is faster for me to find it in Google, to find the right information, and after that I see that DeepSeek has answered. So if you're like doing scraping, data management, and everything is out of sync, so that means that you don't get it right now, DeepSeek is good. Go ahead.
Yeah, in the child workflows that you're calling, are you also set up agents in them, or the sub-agents only in the main workflow?
So if I have set sub-agents inside the child workflows, it depends. For example, when I'm creating a contract, it is just a linear flow. If it is LinkedIn posting, then I have an agent as well. So it depends on the purpose. Again, it is about delegation of tasks. If I see that something doesn't work as expected, or if Cory is just overwhelmed to do all these tasks alone, then I'm creating a sub-agent. Operate. Okay, do you have any other questions? Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, great insights. Just to ask, how much time did Cory take from an idea to this?
Okay, so now we're going to have some fun. How much time did Cory take to, from the idea to be implemented? Fun story, one afternoon. How did it happen? We got all the other agents already working, and that's why I told you that we fired them. And it was because I was meeting with a client and I promised them that we do personalized AI agents that can do all the work by their team. And they said, cool, can we do a demo in 4 hours? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I could cancel all my meetings, and the first version of Cory, which was like 60 to 70% of what we have right now, she was then less than 4 hours. But after that, it took some time to just pass all the other functionalities that I want and to perfect them in a way to be the right assistant for me.
Okay, I made an error with the QR code, mate. Your QR code is
It's not working.
Is that working?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Why the hell? Is it Cory?
It was not Cory. Funny.
It works on the computer, by the way.
It works on computer. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you, just find me LinkedIn. That's going to be the easier option. I don't know how I didn't even got this QR code, but yeah, sure.
It works.
It works, or it doesn't. I don't know. So, yeah, that was not done by Kerana, by the way, it was done by me, and that's why there is a mistake.
It's a joke. Everything great.
Cool. Well, I'm going to be here at least for the next 30 to 45 minutes. If you want to have a chat, let me know. Thank you to the organizers. Thank you to our amazing. And thank you to all of you for being here.